Colosseum, Forum, Vatican, and repeat. But what if you want something different? The neighborhood of Trastevere may not give you a better experience while you're in Rome, but it will be one that is uniquely your own. Except, how much can you experience in a place at night in the rain? I go to find out at Ai Spaghettari. I thought this place would be empty, but that's not how they do in Italy. Most folks at home do dinner early evening, but Italy goes much later. This place is basic, but memorable, like these slices of prosciutto di Parma and Cacio e pepe, a typical Roman standard, but it's different here. The pasta lays on a light, crispy bed of melted pecorino romano. It's just one more unique experience here in Trastevere. But now what? Everything is closed except restaurants. What sights can you see this late at night? The Tiber River at night is always a sight to see. It's how Trastevere got its name. Ancient Romans simply called this neighborhood across the river. I want to get closer, but something stops me. Looking over the Ponte Sisto, you can see the river has flooded the running path that was visible earlier today. Before these walls were built, a night like this could be deadly. Like Christmas in 1598, when torrential downpours left the city partially underwater. It caused massive destruction across low-lying areas like this. But Trastevere is a survivor. Except sometimes it needs to borrow a little from the rest of Rome. Like at the Basilica of Santa Maria. It was renovated hundreds of years ago by recycling long-forgotten ancient structures. Reusing tombstones to create this wall may seem disrespectful, but it still honors the people who lived and died here, just in a different way. Inside, these granite columns were taken from the ancient Roman Baths of Caracalla. They're about 1,400 years older than the wooden ceiling they support. It may not be the iconic photo that your friends will recognize, but that's because Trastevere does a different kind of iconic. But something worries me as people start to close up for the night. Is this the end of my time here? It's my last chance to experience something I've been waiting for all night. A cannoli. At Fior di Luna, I skipped their usual delicious selection of gelati for a Sicilian classic. Chocolate chips on one side of the freshly piped ricotta filling, pistachio on the other. It's so good, it makes me walk a little slower over the wet cobblestone. A few exchange students linger as they find their own way to grow up in this special place. Trastevere has grown up since its early years when before lights and cobblestones, these streets were dark and muddy during a rain like this. The cobblestones laid out in this pattern work to keep the water moving forward. But all this walking, it reminds me of something very important. I'm still hungry. Unfortunately, it's hard to find good eats in Italy after midnight, but Trapizzino is more than just good. Stewed shredded beef in tomato and onions. Slow-cooked braised chicken with tomato, onions, and garlic. I start to walk and eat like we do back home, rushing to do the next thing. But something stops me. The crunchy, warm bread, the deep flavors that go on and on. I have to just be still for a moment. And suddenly, I hear what Trastevere's been trying to tell me all night. It doesn't take running around all day seeing sights to have a different experience in Rome. Sometimes starting late and a little rain makes you realize slow, imperfect moments can mean more than a full, well-planned itinerary. Walking around in the rain at night may not be your first thought when you visit Rome, but it might be the first time you discover a different version of Rome that is truly your own. But as special as this night is, at daybreak, I get a reality check of this place's reputation. A cannoli. Cannoli, cannoli, cannoli. Okay.